Hey guys, today I'll be showing you a Melodious deck profile for you for June of 2020. We're in June! June! Yay! Huzzah for June. I hope everybody's okay and everybody's safe in their homes. I know what's happening over there in the States. A lot of, riots and all that stuff. I know that nobody likes that, but hope everybody's safe and, everybody's, in their houses with their families and staying safe. Overall, yeah, everybody needs to be staying safe. But yeah, what we got here? I did Melodious. This deck was always odd to me. I never did actually pick this up when I was, when I came back to Yu-Gi-Oh! When, RB was the thing, when RB was the thing. I was like, oh, it's just a bad fusion deck. But no, actually, I was wrong. I was super wrong. I was super wrong in many ways. But I never found a good, idea for the deck. For for the deck, what the fudge did I just said there? For the deck, a build or something like that. Tried to make it semi-competitive but fun at the same time, and yeah, I did my best overall. And yeah, I'll tell you what I use and what I changed and what you can do stuff. Okay, so first off, we're gonna be, and do apologize if I butcher a lot of the names because I just read the names one time when I was doing the deck, so do apologize. So the deck is more involved with the fusion summoning. You have to bring out your big boss monster that literally is just wow, and a bunch of the Melodious that protect your other Melodious and increasing their attack. It's a more control-based deck that I never thought. But first, let's off with the Maestra. So we got Moratas, the Melodious Maestra. These are one of the two Maestras that you're using. Aries, once per turn, you can special summon one light fairy monster from your hand. You cannot special summon any other monsters except for light monsters. This is your level 8, which is really cool. I gotta say, I do like the design. And she's not the best one of all, but it's good because you can bring her out with Valhalla. And yeah, you can do some shenanigans, which I actually did like about this card. As long as you have Valhalla, you do some great shenanigans, which I love. Next up for the next Maestra is Sofina, the Melodious Maestra. This is the better one of all of the levels of all of them. She's a level 7, which is kind of sad because I was thinking of doing a rank 8 when I thought, she's really good. She's the Maestra, and she is a level 8. I could have put on the level 8 engine of the galaxies there, but because she's not, that's sad, but she's a really good card. Now, once per turn, you can try one light fairy monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. You cannot activate non-light effects during the activation of this card. So it's saying that you cannot activate any other attributes of monsters except for lights, which is cool. I like her. Then we got one copy of Elegi, the Melodious Diva. I play her at 1 because she bricked me a couple of times, but she's really cool. It says here, special summon Melodious monsters you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. If this card is special summon, all fairy monsters you control gain 300 attack. The great thing about this, because of Valhalla and many other things, is that you can special summon a lot of these Melodious for free. There's so many recursions that you can bring back these Melodious and special summon them again, and it's just great, and it's just fun, and it's stupid. The great thing is that because of her and the other Melodious, you're basically protecting all of your Melodious from battle and card destruction, which is really nice. Next up, we have 2 copies of Aria, the Melodious Diva, the second Diva. She has the left wing and she has the right wing. You're playing 2 copies of her because while this card is special summoned to the field, Melodious monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle, but cannot be targeted by card effects. It cannot be destroyed by battle. The great thing about this is because it doesn't target. Because of that, a lot of cards cannot target a lot of monsters, so that's a great part of this. 2 copies is really good. I tried 3, it broke, but 2 is enough. Then we got Solo, the Melodious Song Dress. She is the other Melodious. She's actually pretty good. If you're a good starter card overall. It says here, if your opponent controls a monster, you control no monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, You can special summon one Melodious monster from your deck. It can be any Melodious monster. The great thing is that there's not that many Melodious monsters that are cannot be special summoned due for that effect. They can all be special summoned for really cheap. Then we're playing 3 copies of Canon, the Melodious Diva. If you control a Melodious monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, and it's not once per turn, which is great. You can only special summon Canon Melodious once per turn. This way, for each copy you have, you can special summon it from your hand. Simple as that. Overall, do apologize if I read it wrong. Well, once per turn this way. I hate when they do this the effects. Once per turn, you can target one Melodious monster and change its battle position, which is nice because if your opponent uses a monster that's really strong, you can use their effect, swap any of your Melodious to defense position so they can be saved. This is nice. So 3 copies of her. Then we have 3 copies of Soprano, the Melodious Songstring. I have a bunch of copies of her, but I didn't know. I thought she was a really bad Melodious because she had a long effect. But now that I read this effect, it's really good. I can't believe this. When this card is special summon, you can target one Melodious monster in your graveyard, except for her. Add it to your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. Once per turn, you can fusion summon one Melodious fusion monster from your extra using monsters from your monsters that you control as fusion material, including this card, which is really nice because with the Link monster, pretty much you can special summon 2 monsters, a Maestra and her, and you can just fusion summon like that. Really nice. Then we are running for the last Melodious. We're running 3 Sonata, the Melodious Diva. So I do apologize for the names. If you control Melodious monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. This is the one that I was talking about. Sorry, my bad. This is the one that doesn't say you can use this not once per turn. This is my bad. That was my apology. This is the one. Do apologize. I apologize. You can dislike because of that. While this card special summon on the field, all fairy monsters gain 500 attack and defense, which is really nice because it beefs up your Melodious monsters. Now for the last Melodious monster we have is Scorn, the Melodious Diva. I used to play this at 2, but it wasn't my favorite thing about this. But 1 was enough just for the protection for any of the Melodious monsters that I needed. During the damage calculation during either player's turn, if a Melodious monster will be destroyed by battles on an opponent's monster, you can discard this card from your hand, change the opponent's monster's attack and defense to 0 until the end of this turn. The great thing about this, it doesn't target, which is nice. And the great thing is that you can bring out any low Melodious monster, go into damage with, I don't know, Boral Sword or whatever, I don't know, whoever you want, and just use this. The great thing is that I had this idea: if they attack with Boral Sword and they put in defense, you can put this in. You can use this effect to put in an attack position. You never know. It's pretty funny. It's fun, and it's a good idea. So that's pretty much all the Melodious monsters that we're running. Now for the generic monsters, we're playing 2 Honest because these are all light monsters, and it's just it's just that good. And then obviously Ash Blossom Joy Spring, because it's the only way you can stop your opponent in some capacity. And I know a lot of people can't afford Ash Blossom. I can't afford Ash Blossom. I can't get Ash Blossom. I know it's $7 a copy, so yeah, $21 there, depending on the pricing. I don't know how much it is. I just use this copy. You can use either one. If you want to use a cheaper hand trap, Effect Veiler. Simple as that. Effect Veiler. There you go. There's a cheap alternative. That's done. Now for the spells, we are running 3 copies of Ostinato. Sorry if I pronounced the name. This is the first time I'm pronouncing it like this. If you control no monster, you can fusion summon one Melodious monster from your extra using two monsters from your hand or deck as fusion material. Until the end of this turn, destroy that monster fusion summoned by the effect. If you do, all fusion materials that were used for that can be special summoned all from the graveyard, special summon them on the field. It's really good, I gotta say. You bring out one of the fusion monsters, use her effect. When they get destroyed, you bring out those materials, and it can be any of the materials, which I always use her and her, which is really nice. I gotta say. I'm gonna say nice because it is a really nice deck. It's really fun. I'm using 2 copies of Ties of the Brethren. The reason why is that you can just bring out 2 of the Melodious monsters, bring out her, and bring out the other ones, and you can activate their effects. I was thinking about 3, but you know, I wanted to put more in Valhalla, so I don't get restricted with too much with Ties of the Brethren. It's your decision if you want to play 3 copies of Ties of the Brethren. Next is the first moment solo. 3 copies of this. If you control no monster, you can special one level 4 or lower Melodious monster from your hand or deck. You can only use this effect once per turn. You cannot special summon any other monsters except for Melodious monsters. The great thing is that you can use this as your starter card for any of your Melodious monsters, lower Melodious monsters, and you can start your play there. It's pretty nice. Then we played 3 Call by the Grave because it's Called by the Grave. You need this to just basically stop any shenanigans that your opponent's doing against you. It's simple as that. Then we have 3 Valhalla Halls of the Fallen. This is the card that you've been using a lot. Once per turn, you can special summon 1 fairy monster. You must control no monsters to activate this. Activate and resolve this effect. Another great starting card. Oops, sorry. The great thing about this, because a lot of the high level monsters like these 3 monsters, they don't have a summoning condition. Like, you know, you cannot special summon this card first, blah blah blah. You can special summon these cards instantly, or you can special summon using any other Melodious. Like, you can use this to bring out Arya and have her effect already, which is really nice because you bring out Arya, you can special summon and continue with summoning any other Melodious monsters and go Zingas. Now this is another card that you guys need. Triple evenly match. Oh, my wallet, dude, just relax. This is just for you, bro. If you're trying to make this budgetable, plus if you're trying to make this in real life, triple effect Veiler, triple strike, is a good option. Judgment, Solomon package, whatever you want. You can use any of this, any of that. Just think about that, okay? Just think, okay? Don't think because, oh, my wallet. No. The deck is super cheap. Then 2 copies of Back to the Front. The reason why is that you can target any of the fusion monsters and bring them out for free, because of the powers of Osinato, bringing back any of the fusion monsters they want back. But that's it. Which, yeah, pretty much. So that pretty much is for the main deck. It's not that much. It's not very complex or anything like that. It's just simple fusion summon. And it's so basic. It works. Now for the extra deck. Obviously it's gonna be optional like always. First off, we have 2 copies of Bloom Harmonious, the Melodious Composer. The sad thing is that I wish it was a Maestro. Yeah, a Maestro. Because if it was a Maestra, there would be so much place for this deck, and it could be good. Right now, it's really cheap. This Link Monster is like 82 cents in the market. Like, I'm actually planning to buy everything here because I already have my Evenly Matches. I already have my Ash Blossom. I already have my Back to the Fronts. I have a lot of these cards in hand. The thing is that I need the Melodious monsters, the Honest, and Ties of the Brethren, and, you know, shenanigans like that. But yeah, pretty much. What she does is, if this card is linked summon, you can discard 1 card, special summon 2 Melodious monsters with different levels from the deck to the zone this card points to. Now, you cannot special summon any other monsters that Melodious monsters. If a Melodious monster monster this card points to attack, your opponent cannot activate cards or effect in response until the end of the damage phase. So easily you can have their Ancient Gear, but the weird thing is that it requires 2 fairy monsters. I understand why, because if you combine this with other fairy type decks to do that, but restricting you to Melodious, plus it's not a Maestra, it is a little bit bittersweet taste, but it's a good card. It's still a good card, I gotta say. Then we got the 1 Nightmare Unicorn. It's Nightmare Unicorn. 1 Trisbania. You can swap this out for anything you want. Deco Talker or whatever you want. Yeah, pretty much. You can swap anything for any Link 3 monster you want. It's just to go to Link 3s. Boral Sword. You can swap this out for Borolo Dragon. It's easy much. Borolo Dragon's common. You can buy it dirt cheap. Abyss Dweller is cheap as well. You can buy it cheap. Tornado Dragon as well. You can buy it super cheap. Don't be like that. Utopia Landing, the same thing. It's super cheap. It's like $7. Like secret. Yeah, $7. Like the last time I checked. Uh, actually, give me like 5 seconds. I might check that out. um. It's $10. Which is super cheap. Like you might make this deck in like $30 if you're playing budget. Bloom, and now the fusions. We're playing Bloom Diva, the Melodious Chore. I don't know how to say that. Chore. That's how you say it. It requires one Melodious Maestra monster and one Melodious monster. Cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effect. Also, you take no battle damage from this card involving this card. If this card battles a special summon monster after the damage comes in, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to the difference between the original attack of that opponent's monster's card. If you do, destroy that opponent's monster. So easily enough, you can activate this effect. At the brink of attack, you destroy that monster. Your opponent takes damage equal to that monster's original attack, which is really nice. And the great thing is, it cannot be destroyed by battle, cannot be destroyed by card effects, and you take no damage. It's really good. I gotta say, it's a really good boss monster, and it's just and the sad thing is that you need a Maestra, and we're only running 2 Maestras. Wish you were a Maestra. Now we're running 3 copies of Schuberta. That's how you Schuberta, the Melodious Maestra. This is another Maestra. This is your 3rd Maestra. But the sad thing is, because of what because what you're doing is sending her to the field and sending her to a graveyard because of this, it is kind of contradicting in my opinion, but I can understand because she has a really good effect. During either player's turn, you can target up to 3 cards in any graveyard, banish them. If you do, this card gains 200 of attack for each. This effect can only be used once per turn while this card's face up in the field. It's good, I gotta say. I like it because it does a DD Crow slash Shaddoll, Ariel, Neo Shaddoll, Ariel, and many other things. Like it does that, which is really good, cool. 3 copies of this. And the last but not least, we're running 1 copy of Bloom Prima, the Melodious Chore. This is the other one. It's okay card, but it's not better than her. And it requires 1 Maestra and 1 more Melodious monster. This card gains 300 of attack for each material using this for a fusion material. If this card makes this card can make a second attack during each battle phase. If this fusion monster is sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 Melodious monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. Like, it's okay. But it's not like Bloom. It's not like Bloom. But yeah. So guys, that's pretty much it. The side deck, I haven't even decided what I was gonna do for side deck. Personal opinion, go whatever you think you can go. Like this is for a more fun build. Like I said, budget options. Solomon package, whatever you want, any kind of Solomon package. Effect Veilers go on the way. All the way. Come on, you can buy the Call by the Graves. Don't be like that. They're basically now in every rarity except Ultimate Rare. Are they neutral ultra rare, right? Right, yeah, I think they're ultra rare. Yeah, I think they're ultra rare. I don't remember. So I do have some replays. Note to self, I still haven't tried to find out how to still have to rename all these. Okay, oh, that's for another video. Oopsie. Okay, here's the first one. This is against a my bad. Oh, there we go. This is against a an Archfiend deck So I have to get these things in real life. Now you can see, bring out all these. Oh, I didn't even raise the volume of this. There we go. And you can see what she does. She brings out these. Boom, activator effect, bring her out. Battle, activator effects, boom, dead, boom, and boom. And here's the thing. I thought the effect would have been continuous when I did this, because this was like the first test that I did of it. I wanted to see, oh, if it's if it's link summon the first time, or is it just, it can be constantly link summon. That was my fault. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the first one. I think this is the second one. Okay, this is against Harold. So this is against a Herald deck. I did Ash. So you send this to the graveyard. I did have evenly matched into the hand. Yes, I had 2 evenly matches in my hand, which was crazy. Activated, bring out these 2 beauties. Activated her effect, bring that back again. Activated, bring her here, and tomato right there. I just put 1 evenly match, and I did put the score. And Scorn was in my hand, and obviously he couldn't do anything because here's the problem. Even if he had Herald in the hand, he couldn't go against Bloom. While Bloom is in the field, Bloom is untouchable as long if it's not banished. If it's banished and Kaiju, but if it's targeting banish and you have the Melodious monster that does not let your opponent target any of your Melodious monster with card effects, then you're fudge. The only way is that it's an AoE banish and it's a Kaiju attack. Not a Kaiju attack, from that, you doing a Kaiju. That's pretty much it. But yeah, I think this is another one. Yeah, this is another. This is against Cyber Dragon. I don't know what happened in this match. I really didn't. I forgot what was about this one. I completely forgot what happened in this Cyber Dragon match. Call by the Grave. And you can special summon. I special summon her, then special summon her again. Bring out her activator effect. Bring out that bang. Activator effect. I added her. Special summon. Activator effects. Bring her back. Then I brought Shore. Then I brought her out. Activate Shore's effect. He takes damage. Mirage activates her effect. Boom. And boom. Pretty much that's what happened. I do not remember if this was a Melodious one. Oh no, never mind. That's pretty much it. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this deck profile. If you didn't like this, I know it's a bit odd that I don't know. I feel that you might think this is odd, but it was a fun deck. I gotta say, I enjoyed playing this deck. It is like very underrated in my opinion, that has this power, but it's not being used in the meta or anything like that, which is nice because Chor is a really good fusion monster, and I was thinking of putting Anaconda in this deck, but no, because Anaconda, even though turns them in, it could work, but I think it's too much in my opinion. It's a great idea to use Anaconda, but you already have so many ways to fusion summon because of her, because of this, and it's not like Anaconda could actually be better. Because first of all, you have to use 2 materials, then you have to do that. Yeah. But anyways, so guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you didn't like this video, you can comment, like, subscribe. If you didn't like this video, there's the door and there's the window, and I hope everybody is safe. Please wash your hands, protect yourselves, stay home with your families, be safe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.